Okay, my fellow Americans, it's about to go down in the United States Senate, possibly tomorrow. And MSNBC and CNN and NNN are losing their minds tonight talking about institutional integrity, restraint, and norms. You're at the right place because I'm about to educate you of why it is time to go nuclear in the Senate without worrying about retaliation from the Democrats, okay? So let me give it to you straight. I'm sitting here listening to these guys, and I've got one simple question for all Democrats. A question that nobody in the mainstream media wants to answer. Who pulled the trigger first? Okay? Because, folks, we've seen this movie before, and the spoiler alert is this: we did not write the script. Okay? Let me take you back to November the 21st, 2013. Write that down in your little notebook. That way, when you're talking to dumbiflage people that don't know their head from a hole in the ground, you'll know what you're talking about, okay? Write it down. November 21st, 2013. No, you probably don't remember that date. His name was Harry Reid, the Democrat Senate Majority Leader. You know, the guy in charge. Well, he got tired of the Republicans, the minority party, blocking Obama's nominees. So, what does Harry Reid from Nevada do? Does he negotiate like we're being instructed to do right now by the Democrats? Did he compromise like we're being lectured that we ought to do right now? Did he respect 200 years of Senate tradition? No. He detonated the filibuster. He hit the boom button, the nuclear option. We did not write this script. Okay? Harry Reid was the first one in the modern Senate to ever push that button. Suddenly, 51 votes is all they needed for their judges and their appointees. And that's how this land got filled with Democrat judges on the federal benches, okay? No more 60 vote threshold, no more debate. The Democrats had raw power. Let's not forget the truth, all right? The Democrats cheered. It was a wonderful day. The New York Times threw a parade. They called it progress, they called it necessary reform. I'm giving you the facts, my fellow Americans. And what we said was, hey, you just wrote the rule book, so we're going to play by your rules now because we didn't write those rules. Flash forward 2017. What, 4 years later? Donald Trump is president. He nominates Neil Gorsuch to the Supreme Court. The Democrats, they try to filibuster. What does Mitch McConnell do? He walks to the Senate floor, pulls out their rule book from 2013, and says, guys, we're just playing by your rules. Boom. Gorsuch was confirmed. Boom. Kavanaugh was confirmed. Boom. Barrett was confirmed. 3 Supreme Court justices, all confirmed using the exact precedent that Harry Reid and the Democrats established. Walk, walk, walk. Their whole building just fell. Their sacrosanct hypocrisy. It's a joke. It's disgusting. It's sickening. And yes, Republicans, it's time to set this nation free and play by their rules. Suddenly now, the Democrats are using words like norms and restraint and institutional integrity. Give me 10 freaking breaks before I throw up in my mouth. Where were those words at in 2013? Bunch of dummies. But see, this is what they do every single time. Every single time. First of all, they throw a brick and break the glass. Okay? And then, oh, they can't believe we walk through the door. You break the glass, we walk through the door. We get blamed for walking through the door that they low down broke. Oh, they invent lawfare. Oh, yes. They invent lawfare and then want to sit on a dais in the congressional committee and talk to us about weaponizing the justice system. No, they got mad because they invented lawfare and we always show up with better lawyers. They go nuclear. Oh, yeah, nuclear. I said, I know what I said. Nuclear. They go nuclear, and we just bring sunglasses and the Constitution. When they go nuclear, they create the weapon, they use it first, they set the precedent, and then we get lectured for reaching over and grabbing the weapons that they created. We use the same rules that they create, and it's the end of democracy. Well, maybe that's what ought to happen, because America has become ungovernable. So tonight, while they're hyperventilating on CNN and MSNBC about Republicans are destroying the Senate traditions, ask them one question. Who changed the rules in 2013? Ask them, who eliminated the 60 vote threshold first? And just watch them squirm, because they can never debate. They can only berate. Who showed us, the Republicans, that when you want power badly enough, traditions don't matter. Crickets. That's what you'll get. Crickets. Here's what they will not tell you. The filibuster was never meant to be permanent gridlock. It was meant for debate, not delay. It was meant to slow things down, not stop them forever. But they weaponized it. They turned it into a tool of obstruction. They made it impossible for the elected majority to govern. And when they had the power, they blew it up without blinking. And now every one of you, my fellow Americans, are all on my thread, my timeline, screaming, but what if they do it when they get back in power? They will. And they did. Welcome to the new America. Welcome to the new world we live in. So do we just sit here and let them create the rules? That's what they're hoping, because they know we're conservative. They know we hate breaking the rules. But blessed be the almighty billy goat. If you're going to create the rules, then we will come to the party. Don't cry now. Ain't no need of crying. Ain't no need of running to mama right now and crying because we're using your rule book, honey. We didn't write it. We did not detonate it first. We just came to the party that they started. So let me be perfectly clear tonight before I go to bed. It's late on a Friday morning, 1 o'clock in the morning Central Time. But when you wake up in the morning on Friday, there may be some trickers and some treating going on in the Senate from what I'm hearing. Some ghosts and ghouls and goblins. Some scary things to the Democrats. We're just playing by the rules the Democrats established. Know that. Know that right here. Know that, and don't you dare feel bad because we're playing by their rules. This is not chaos. No, MSNBC. This is not chaos. This is consequences, darling. Choices have consequences. You understand? This is not the destruction of democracy, it's the exposure of hypocrisy. Learn the difference. And when the smoke clears and history records, it'll tell you who pulled the trigger first. We're on the right side, my friend. We didn't pull this trigger first. But I'll be a you know what if we're going to sit there and let you pull it while we stand there and smile at you while the bomb comes right for our faces. The answer is in the congressional record. November 21, 2013, Harry Reid, Democrats. We just showed up to use the weapon they built, and they are mad about it. This is Professor Toto reporting live from Toto Town on the Freedom Frequency. Remember, they make the rules. We just win by them. Stay vigilant. Stay informed. Stay free, America. Now go to bed. Good night.